Losing my dad to suicide crushed my world. It did. But it also taught me the powerful truth of how precious life is. If my dad hadn't lost himself in self doubt all those years ago, he would still be here today. I have coached so many women through the reasons that they keep doubting themselves. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple, safe, and life changing strategy that will stop your self doubt. It will transform the way you see yourself, and it will change the way you connect with other people forever. Because self doubt isn't the enemy that you think it is. By the end of this video, you will stop seeing self doubt as something to feel bad about, and you will start using it as fuel for your life. Because you don't actually have a problem with self doubt, you have a problem with the way you think about self doubt. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Often, we think that self doubt means there's something wrong with us. That is our go to. But here's the thing, self doubt isn't something that has to stop you. It's not even something that has to limit you. Think about someone that you admire. Maybe a leader, a famous person, a successful entrepreneur, or even your friend who always seems to have it all figured out. Because guess what? They experience self-doubt too. Everybody does. If you're breathing, thinking, and growing, you're going to experience it. Even the stunning Alicia Keys, after she exploded into fame with her incredible voice, battled massive self-doubt and pressure to be someone that she wasn't. And it was only when she stopped trying to fit the mold that she found her real confidence. Anyone who tells you they never doubt themselves is either lying or not truly living. Self-doubt doesn't mean you're broken. It means your nervous system is doing exactly what it's designed to do, which is protect you. It means that you are alive. You are a powerful and creative creature, and sometimes we forget that. Self-doubt isn't a flaw, it's a flag. Think of it like a warning light on your dashboard of your car, right? It's your nervous system trying to let you know something. It's trying to protect you. It's doing exactly what it's designed to do. It's trying to keep you safe. But quite often, that reaction by your nervous system isn't necessary. Our nervous system is ancient, and it hasn't really adapted to 2025 and the challenges that we go through on a daily basis. So it gets triggered when it doesn't need to be triggered. It's like an overprotective parent. Like, imagine your parent right now holding your hand while you cross the road. Same situation. Self-doubt is just proof that you're alive. It's proof that you are stepping out of your comfort zone, which is a powerful, powerful place to be. You shouldn't be scared of that. You should lean into that. Sometimes we forget to step into our personal power, or we don't know how to step into our personal power. It is very easy to get in your head because, let's be honest, self-doubt is a mental conversation. The goal isn't to erase self-doubt. That would be crazy. But the goal is to stop letting self-doubt be the reason that you play small, the reason you don't do things. We can change that. The next time you feel self-doubt, pause and ask yourself these powerful questions. Where is my self-doubt actually trying to protect me? And do I still need that protection anymore? Because this reflection shifts your relationship with self-doubt. It turns it from a barrier that's going to stop you doing what you want to do into a stepping stone to get closer to what you want to do. When you shift your relationship with self-doubt, something really powerful happens. You realize that the person that you have been waiting for all along is you. So often we look outside of ourselves for validation. We wait to be chosen. We wait to be told that we're good enough. We wait to be told that we are smart enough and talented enough. But here's the truth. You are literally a miracle. There is a 1 in 400 trillion chance that you exist. And if you feel like the black sheep, if you feel like you don't fit in, then I feel you. You weren't born to blend in. You were designed to stand out. And that's okay. You were never meant to blend in and be the same as everybody else. I've always been a bit different. I've always seen things a little bit differently to other people. I didn't fit in when I was a kid. I didn't want to be the same though. I was always a little bit weird. And that, to be honest with you, became a superpower later on in my life. That is what led to me being an amazing portrait photographer, because I was able to see the beauty, the personality that other photographers missed. And it's also what makes me a great coach, because I can see the magic and the power in people that they can't see in themselves yet. Your uniqueness, your quirks, these are your gifts. They are exactly what the world needs from you. So, how can you start embracing your weirdness, your own magic? Here's a practice you can do right now. Think about someone you deeply love, someone that you do admire. List all of the things that you love and appreciate about them. When you do this, you're validating them, and validation is powerful, right? We all know that. Turn that same validation inwards. It's like a muscle, we're practicing it, okay? So you put the validation onto someone else and then you turn it on yourself. Ask yourself, what would my best friend say are my greatest qualities? Write them down, journal about them, or you just think about it. But really go into this fully. Don't hold back. By doing this, you start to empower yourself to celebrate all the things that make you unique, that make you magic, that make you you. Stop waiting for someone to pick you and choose yourself. Choosing yourself doesn't mean that self-doubt is never going to come up in your life again. It's still going to be there sometimes, riding on the back of old wounds, rejection, heartbreak, failure, all these things that we replay in our heads. But here's the thing that a lot of people miss. The pain that you go through in life has a purpose. That thing that you went through that you still think about, that taught you something. It showed you, if nothing else, exactly what you don't want in life. Self-doubt is going to appear in your life, but you can learn to just observe it and look at it and learn from it and then move on without resisting it. It's a version of feel the fear and do it anyway. Let me tell you the story about how I know about that book. Years ago, I was training to get my accelerated freefall skydiving license. That's really scary, right? Truly, like, I might die level of fear. So I started to read this book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, because the people I was surrounded with at the times were professional skydivers, and they all recommended this book to me. One of my actual jobs was taking customers through their static line jump, right? You would climb 130 feet up the skydiving tower. You would clip yourself on, climb around the outside, stand on the scaffolding platform that hangs off the side of the tunnel. You'd be hooked up to a static line jump that was clipped behind you, and then you would step out into the nothingness. You would just jump. After working there for a while, I would go up there and I would do safety checks at 8 o'clock in the morning by myself. In the morning, cup of tea, enjoying the view by myself, checking everything for safety. And then I would step off without even thinking about it. I would jump off that thing 20 times in a day, taking other people, groups through their fear. And it was fantastic. It gave me such a buzz, but it didn't start like that. When I was training, I could barely even get off that platform. I'm not even joking. In fact, at first, I was petrified. I literally had to ask my colleagues to push me off the platform for the first 8 jumps that I did. I hated every freaking second of it, if I'm honest. Every time I jumped, I got to the bottom and I swore I was never jumping again. And that lasted for a couple of minutes until I got back in my head, got my head to the right place, and I went and jumped again. Until I got to jump number 13. I'm not even making that up. That was the actual number of the jump. And then all of a sudden, something just clicked. Something changed. I trusted myself. I trusted the equipment. The fear was still there, but my relationship with it had changed. I could notice it, know it was there and then jump anyway. Because on the other side of that crippling self-doubt was a love and an enjoyment for jumping off that platform that I never expected to feel. But I trusted myself to push through the self-doubt. Self-doubt is exactly like that fear. It's going to show up consistently, but you can learn to see it and then move forward anyway. The goal here is to develop a healthier relationship with self-doubt so that you can live your life anyway and thrive and do all the things that scare you or that fill you with self-doubt. So how do you change your relationship with self-doubt? Well, you talk about it with a friend, a partner, a coach, or even just writing it down in your journal. Talking openly about your self-doubt takes away its power. It's like anything when we're talking about personal development or growth or just becoming a better human being, right? When we shine a light on these things, they stop being so scary. Sometimes just the act of shining a light on these things, talking about them and naming them is enough to put them in perspective so that we can just move on with our life. It's honestly the most pivotal thing in any kind of coaching or therapy. Naming the problem, naming the worry, naming the fear, naming the thing that is holding you back. Too often people struggle with self-doubt and they don't talk about it because they think that they're the only person feeling that way. Or they think that other people won't have any perspective on why they feel that way. But honestly, it doesn't matter if other people understand anyway. If it's your process, if it's happening for you, then it is normal. And we don't say that enough. We try and measure ourselves by these stupid metrics of everybody being the same. Talking about it changes it from something that holds you back into something that you can learn from. As you start taking action, you might notice that self-doubt often goes hand in hand with overthinking. And overthinking can be really consuming. If you find yourself stuck in overthinking, I made an awesome video that will help with that. I'll link to it at the end of this video. And that video will show you exactly how to get rid of overthinking. And again, change your relationship with that for good. Self-doubt is you telling yourself, if I do this thing, it might all go wrong and life will be awful. But that's nonsense, isn't it? Isn't it? There's also something powerful about removing emotion from any situation. In my coaching sessions, whether they're one-to-one, group work, or team building days, one of the things we talk about most often is dealing with things like this. When you're stuck in a spiral of self-doubt, there is a powerful way that you can zoom out and shift your perspective. And this is what I would tell someone if I was coaching them. I would have them think about the situation that is filling them with self-doubt, and I would have them ask this: what would I tell my best friend right now? Forget for a moment this is even about you, all right? Forget all the stories you've told yourself. Forget the emotional drama that you have attached to the situation and the feelings that you're having. All the, if it goes wrong, everything will be ruined stuff. Get rid of that. Imagine just for a moment that you can temporarily switch off your emotions. Then think about the situation from a clear, calm, data-driven place. Imagine your best friend, or like anyone, your daughter, your mother, someone that you care deeply about, is asking you exactly what to do in this situation that is filling you with doubt. Really put yourself there. What would you tell them? Because that is your answer. Think of the most loving, powerful version of yourself and let that version of you lead. Because true confidence, which is the other side of self-doubt, is knowing that you can recover from anything that life throws your way. This emotional detachment will help you to access the clarity and the strength that you already have within you. I promise you it is in there. Your doubt is just a signal. You're allowed to feel the fear and move anyway. You're allowed to redefine yourself moment by moment. You're allowed to choose to trust yourself, and you're allowed to stop catastrophizing. When you notice yourself spiraling into self-doubt, pause and deliberately shift your energy. Now, I'm not asking you to fix anything. Let me be clear on what I'm saying. I'm inviting you to practice a very powerful skill of intentionally shifting the energy that you're sitting in. Let me explain what I mean. I want you to just reach for a slightly better feeling. Even 5% better is fine. It could be, I'm learning something here, or I'm still here, or I can figure this out. Or it could be, whatever happens in this moment doesn't define me. That's enough. Because it isn't about fake positivity. It's not about pretending. It's about refusing to remain stuck in the energy that you don't want to live in. Because that is how you change your reality. One small choice at a time. You are powerful. If this hit home and you are done letting things like self-doubt run your life, hit subscribe. If you're ready for more and to go deeper, join my Facebook community. It's called The Inner Circle. I love it in there. It is a supportive space where I regularly go live, talk about different areas of life, and I share free coaching. And if you're ready to go deeper into this stuff, join my free Facebook community. It is a totally supportive place. I love it in there. I coach in there for free. I go live in there very often. And honestly, it's one of the most nourishing things I've got in my life. And you are very, very welcome. I'll leave a link in the comments for you in case you fancy it. And if you've got to this part of the video, I appreciate you. As always, guys, have the best day.